This is Chance and JJ's first hunting video. He's getting ready. It's about 20 degrees inside of his house. I slept with all my clothes on.
Hey, like, so you're gonna paint your face up retarded. Yeah, we're editing that part out. Get all off. Nah, shut it off. Are we painting our faces up?
Oh no.
There's my dad. Here you go. See if he's coming with us or not.
Is he filmable?
No.
Alright, we'll be back.
This is me and Chance's first bow hunting video, and we're getting ready to go out in the woods. We kind of got a late start. Ducks right here, look. Get him? That hunter's over there in that pond. That's what he's doing. We're gonna wait here for a minute and see where he goes. There he is, see that? Ducks went high.
Oh, that's not anything.
It's only been here.
JJ's getting ready to go to his stand right now. He set me up here so I could maybe get some shots of the deer over in the cornfield. Down there. Well, we did, but we didn't get any. We're getting ready to go out this evening. It's about, I don't know, let's see,
4:30.
4:30. Is that a guess?
Yeah.
It is about 4:32. So we're getting ready to go out. Hopefully JJ will get a deer tonight. Well, scratch that. We know he will. All right. See you guys in a little bit. This is the view you guys had earlier, but it's light out this time. Look at that, bro.
Get off.
There's the pond. We're gonna be heading down here, down there to the creek. Way out there in that cornfield over there is where we seen them deer early this morning. We're gonna go try our luck tonight.
Let's go. It's starting to get dark fast because of the clouds.
Water crossing we gotta go across. As you can see, right over there is a major deer path coming down there and going right up there. Just up this hill's our stands. We're gonna go set up there.
Save to the rest.
JJ's getting ready to go over to his stand. That big buck that he was telling you about, Mr. Trueblood, was right over here. Right out there. But he had this big branch in his way, and that big log in his way was right out there. Couldn't get a shot. JJ's getting ready to get in the stand. I don't know if you can see him now. There he is. He's right behind that tree. Any deer come out in front? We'll get a clear view of him shooting. We didn't get one yesterday. JJ's gonna try his luck today. Today's 8th. thought I did, but I think the camera might have screwed up. There went one duck.
Get man, that'd be awesome if I'd got that coyote.
That would have been freaking awesome. Gosh.
Only missed him by a little bit because he darted back. He jerked back because he didn't know what the heck happened.
Any idea what that is? It's too small to be a cow. Could be a deer. Could be a coyote. We don't know.
It's just a huge pile of crap.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it has legs.
I know. It's not though. It's just. This rug was not here yesterday.
You even see the bark on the ground.
And there's my stand. JJ would have a clear shot at this.
Yeah, we're getting ready to do some dove hunting. Make a little video and put it on the internet. We got JJ, and where's Brent? Oh, there's Brando. Brando's doing some dove hunting. His parents think we're going into Springfield today. They don't approve of this hunting stuff. So we are on our way. We'll see you guys in a little bit. There's the dove. JJ and Brando are gonna try and sneak up, flare him out. There's the kid right there. Good old Deadeye. You did hit him that first time though. Did you see all the feathers poof out? Go for the dove at the tip of that telephone pole. He fluttered. Just turn it. Come on, show your pretty face right over here.
I got the bottom one.
Here you go.
1, 2, 3.
Did you guys miss them both?
Probably.
Sure thing.
Flew across the street. The same person owns the property, so JJ's gonna try over there. See if he can get him.
Shoot. No. Loose of deer hangs from the tree. Watch as the elusive hunter roams across the plain, searching for any life. He spotted the deer. He's preparing to fire. The deer is so close. So close.
JJ's hunting video. It's Saturday morning, about 11:30. I went hunting this morning and I got this doe right here. At about 8:15, she was 20 yards away. In this video today, we're going to talk to you about deer hunting, dove hunting, and then later this evening we're going to go hunting with JJ. So hopefully he gets a deer this evening. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Those are the pine trees, and that's that dead tree most of the does land on. It's kind of windy, but we're going to give it a try anyways. A lot of the birds fly and they land like right here in this tree after we shoot them. That's the one I went down and walked along the road, but it flew away. So I just seen one laying in the pine tree, so we're going to go kill it now.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
There goes the-
JJ's just seen some doves go in that pine tree right there. He's gonna work his way up there, trying to get him a banging. He's gonna walk over to the pine trees now, see if he can rustle something out. Usually whenever we come up here, we always see some doves come out of the pine trees. Once I get up there, we're gonna sit down by a fence post and see if some fly by. No, guess he didn't see any, so. Alright, we're heading up there.
Alright, this is our hunt video. We're up here at the top of this hill doing a little dove hunt. I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about dove hunting. Start out first, you got to get the right kind of shells. You need anywhere between 6 and 9 shot. The higher the number is, the smaller the shot it is. So you need anywhere between 6 and 9. And I'm using a 12 gauge, and JJ's using a 20 gauge. A little thing that helps out a lot when you're dove hunting is a little off clip right here. It slides right on the butt of your gun and it gives you 5 extra shells. So you can have 5 here and 3 in here, including 1 in the chamber. You can take your plug out, but that's illegal, so just leave that up to scatter good. JJ's got his 20 gauge here, and he's got the same thing. This comes in really handy because a lot of the times you can be sitting right here and you'll fire 3 times at a dove that comes over, and then you're out of ammunition. You've got to get in your bucket, or if you have shells somewhere, grab those. But right here, you can shoot, pop one out immediately, and have it in to go. Alright, once you get the necessary things for dove hunting, you got to learn about dove hunting. Doves fly the same path usually every time they go. They use landmarks, such as the pine trees and that dead tree. All the doves around here, they funnel right in here. They always fly the same path. They can be a half a mile to the right or left of us, but they fly this way to be right through these trees because they like it up here. We've got the pine trees there and the dead tree there. In the early morning and late evening, the doves like to roost in those trees. They just set in there. So when we come up here in the mornings, they're usually up in there. The dead tree, a lot of the times in the daytime they land there because they can see out over everything. They can see us coming, they can see anything else that's flying around. So they like to land in there. Another thing that we use that comes in really handy are these swivel bucket seats. Anytime if you're just sitting on something, like I can be sitting here and if this is just a box and didn't turn, the dove flies this way, I've got to get up, turn around and look at it. On one of these, it just swivels. Swivel back and forth 360 degrees, just like JJ. Many a times before I had this, I was just sitting on a box and doves would fly by and I wouldn't even have a chance to shoot at them because I couldn't turn. A lot of things that we know about dove hunting, it's kind of hard to put them into words.
Well, today it's kind of windy, no birds flying. We're gonna go ahead and head. Oh, gay sparrow. Anyways, we're gonna head back and we're gonna go deer hunting. So I'll see you then. You should have known that. It's not like it's not on.
Alright, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Sorry no doves were flying. We don't care though. Bye-bye.
This is the dominant male zebra. Watch as his herd lies behind him. They lie there until trouble arises. They're moving across the plain. The male watches for any sign of threat. Oh man, something's coming. Oh man. It's a sign of threat. The male watches. Here comes the approaching coyote. The dominant male has been running. Look at the zebra go. The powerful hind legs moving across the grassy plains. He turns. The herd follows. The predator has now stopped. It's coming right towards me. He's coming right at me. The dominant male zebra is now fleeing. Right there. I'm gonna wear with it. Oh Jesus.
They're coming towards us! Go! 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 Sorry. Back to the house, where we're gonna get ready to go deer hunting at JJ's. This road is very treacherous. Oh jeez. We haven't traveled this terrain much. We're prepared to do anything to catch an elusive deer.
Plans. We're gonna do some bow and arrow practice in my backyard. We're gonna show you how to set up a stand. We're gonna go hunting at Chance's instead of my house. We're running a little bit low on time and something came up. So I just want to show you, this is our hunting van. This is from this morning. This is trying not to get muddy, but as you can see, it was a little muddy this morning. And over here, this is Chance's hunting van. It got quite muddy, bottomed out a couple times, I'd say.
Actually, it's my mom's van, but I'm gonna wash it before I go home. So, well, we're gonna do some practicing and show you guys a little bit of stuff. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, now we're going to explain to you the parts of the bow and arrow. This right here, this is where you set your arrow at. It connects to right here between these two little, this is the rubber piece and this is a little metal clip. Right here's your peep sight. You look through it, there's a little hole right in the middle. Hunters now, they have bigger holes that lets more light in, so you can look at these pins. These are the arrows. These arrows are 21-13s. My draw length is 27 inches. This is a 500 grain arrow. And the inches matter because when you hook it on, such as like this, and I pull back, the arrow now comes to the end of my wrist. Now if I had a 29-inch draw length, which draw length means the width of your arm, how far you can pull back like this. Now when I sight it in, I'm going to look through these peep sights and put it right on that pin. and I just lower it back down. Now these feathers, also known as fletchings, are just glued on here. The odd colored one always goes down, which makes it fly straight through here. Once it flies off, it flies straight out. These top parts, wheels, hold your line on. This little rubber piece here is what makes your peep sight keep straight. This is called the quiver. Hold your arrows. I've got broadheads on here now. These are used for hunting. Chance will talk about those in a minute. This bow weighs about 5 pounds. The bows nowadays weigh about 2.5 pounds. I've got 55 pounds of draw weight on here, so that means when I let go of this, 55 pounds of pressure is behind this arrow, which in a minute we're going to show you. It's going to shoot through that white piece of styrofoam and those hay bales. Well, I'm going to let Chance explain to you about the weight of the broadhead and the weight of the practice arrows, and then after that we're going to give you a demonstration on the styrofoam and hay bales.
This is my bow and arrow. Mine's a little bit different than JJ's. I'm going to talk about mine a little bit. I've got the same thing he does basically. Mine's just a little different. I've got a quiver, but my quiver comes off for easy handling. You can take this off and that can go in your bow case. Now, he talked about having a small peep sight and a large peep sight. He's got a small and I've got a large. The little hole right there, it allows more light in early morning and late evening. So if you got, a big buck or a doe or whatever walking in on you, it's early morning, you can still pull back and see. And right here, I've got my 3 pins. A lot of bows only have 2, but mine has 3. I've got green, red, and yellow. The top green pin is 15 yards, the red is 20, the yellow is 25. Now how you sight a bow in is, these pins are just anywhere along here when you first get your bow. And you've got the peep sight and the kisser button. Whenever you pull the bow back, that little button goes right here in the corner of your cheek. So I started out with the green pin first. So basically you look through here, and that's a circle in there. You look through there and you put the green pin in the center of that circle, and then you put the green pin on the target. So basically you're lining 3 things up at once. Once you line that up, you just shoot. And if your arrow shoots high or low, if it shoots high, it's the opposite. If the arrow shoots high, you move your pin up. You'd think you move it down, but you move it up. Everything's the opposite. And then once you shoot, you shoot the first time and say the arrow shoots high, so you move your pin up. You shoot again and it shoots a little bit higher, so you move it up again, till eventually where you get it dead on. And you do that with all the pins. And this, to move it right to left, if you're shooting and it shoots to the right, it's just the opposite like before. You move it to the right. My arrow holder right here, mine's a little bit different than JJ's. He's got a plastic one, it's kind of noisy. I've got a rubber one, so whenever the arrows touch mine, it doesn't even make a noise at all. Talk about the arrows a little bit. Here are my arrows. My arrows are 22-13s, JJ's are 21-13s. These are, what that is, it's just in decimal form, and that's the width of the arrow, like how wide it is, the diameter. Mine are just a little bit bigger than his. My draw length is 27, so my arrows are just about the same size as JJ's. And I'm going to talk about the broadheads and the tips next. On this arrow, you just have a practice tip. This is what you just shoot around when you're practicing. This is a broadhead. This is what you use when you're hunting. Both of these weigh the exact same. This tip and broadhead weigh the same. Even though they're not the same size, they weigh the same. Say you have an arrow and you've got a practice tip on it, and you shoot it and you get as good as can be and your bow's sighted in for a practice tip, then you put a broadhead on here. If the broadhead's heavier, what's it going to do? It's going to weigh your arrow down, so you won't be able to shoot correct. Now we're going to give you guys a little demonstration on how we shoot. So here it is. JJ's getting ready to shoot. It's still a little windy today, so we don't know how the arrows are going to react. The wind affects the way the arrows shoot a lot. So here's JJ going to shoot. one shot.
That's why I paint. Now see, I shot like that because my pin now just slid all into the bottom. But that's okay because I've got it marked because it's done that before. And you see that orange on my pin? I'm just gonna push it back up to where it meets the orange right there. And it's gonna be sighted back in perfectly. So we're gonna go ahead and give this another try after I get this fixed.
So that's why you missed, because the pin fell down?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Fire. Fire. We're gonna go take a look and see how Mr. JJ did.
Now you can see I was aiming to the right. The wind's blowing my arrows to the left. So next time we're gonna practice, we're gonna aim a little bit more to the right. And we're gonna see what happens.
See the arrow way up there? That's his first shot. That's the one that the wind caught it and his pin fell. And when you're pulling these out, tell them how you got to pull them out, JJ.
Well, they're pretty well stuck in there, so you pull out. Well, that doesn't work. Hold on. All right, you pull it out. You stop. You slide your hand back forward. So this eliminates bending of the arrow.
And those arrows are about $10 a piece, so that's why that's so important. And before we didn't have the square piece of foam like we have now, and we would just shoot into the hay bales. But the problem that causes is it rips your feathers off, and then you have to take those all the way back to the bow shop just to get those fixed. You can do it yourself, but if you're off by any degree, it messes the bow up.
For example, like this arrow. See how the fletching has been torn? That's because it ripped right through the middle of this, because I've shot that so many times. It went through here, through the hay bale, and about 20 yards out my yard. So this arrow is pretty much bad, but it's good enough for a practice arrow, but I'm gonna have to take it back in to get it fixed.
Good enough for shooting squirrels too.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot a little bit, so see you guys in a minute. Here is the wild mole catcher. She's gonna get it. She digs deep holes in search of prey.
And then JJ runs over with a tractor and about flips and dies. She digs a hole about 4 feet deep.
Alright, I'm getting ready to shoot, guys. We failed to mention earlier the 3 types of releases there are, so I'm going to go ahead and say them now. You've got a regular finger release where you don't use anything, you just pull back with your fingers. You've got a hand release like this, and then a wrist release. The wrist release wraps around your wrist, and then it's like this, but it's just got a trigger exactly like on a gun. They are really sensitive, they're like hair sensitive. I prefer this just because it's easier for me to hold on to, and if you try and pull a bow back with just your fingers, it's a lot harder for some reason than using a release. But I've heard people say the only problem with these is sometimes the spring or a screw inside will break and it'll cause it to misfire, and you'll pull back and hit yourself in the mouth, but I've never had that problem, and I've never heard of anybody having it. I just heard stories. Nobody close that I know has. So I'm going to shoot a couple times, so we'll see how I do.
shots by chance. He's gonna go in and see where he's got it.
We got one in the black outer ring and one in the second to middle yellow ring. So
Now the yellow ring he's pointing at is the ideal place to hit.
yeah, right here is the best place to hit. As you can see on JJ's target, the center is mainly blown out because he shot there so much. Bag's a pretty good shot.
The wind is playing with us a little bit today, but we're giving it our best. You've got to practice in every situation, but wind is just one of the most difficult spots.
You want me to shoot one more? JJ wants to try and redeem himself from them 2 shots the wind caused, so he's going to shoot 3 arrows here. We're going to see how he does. Fire. You can't blame it on the wind every time. You can give it another go. Fire. Was that one alright?
It was good, but still,
Not good enough.
I think the wind's pushing them, and I don't know. But like I said, you got to practice. That could be a deer right there.
Yeah.
Blowing this hard forward, so.
Yeah, you know, some people might think the wind doesn't play that much of a deal, but it does. It plays a major effect on what's going on.
These arrows only weigh 3 ounces.
Yeah.
Not as much as not a feather, but a little bit heavier than that.
Yeah.
Not heavy at all.
Yeah, it's like throwing a piece of paper up in the air and expecting it to go dead straight. So.
Well, that's our last shot. Let's see what I can do.
And then we're going to show you guys how to put up a deer stand and just techniques and stuff from in the deer stand. So here we go, last shot. Fire. I'm going to have a look and see how he did. Had one in the white, black and red and blue. That's pretty good. The deer would have been facing this way to our right. This one would have been a kill.
Now, every time that you shoot this, you're always pretending that this is a deer and not a target.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what, you're pretending like there's 2 trees right here, and this is the only spot you have. Now you can see I've pretty well blown out the middle of this. It's just today that pretty much the wind's been playing with me.
You can get a target like this at Walmart for about $12, I think $11.96, and then you can buy these center inserts for $5.96. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. The only expensive part is just buying the bow. I've invested almost $1,000 in my bow.
Now what we have here is just about 3 hay bales stacked up on top of each other, and you want to put the poles to the side. So when your arrow goes through here, it's not going to hit the pole on the back of this. Your arrow goes through this. You don't want it to hit the pole because it can bend. So you got to put them on the side. I just have the strap here, kind of helps it hold it together. And you put your target on the front.
I've got machine wrap that you wrap machines in, airtight, and I wrap my hay bales and my target in that, so I have no problem with them blowing over anything. JJ doesn't have that either. It's just like when he was pulling arrows out and stuff, this thing came kind of loose. On mine, it's as solid as a rock. It doesn't come out. So we're going to show you guys how to set up the deer stand and maybe some shots and techniques from up there.
This is one of our tree stands. This one that's just, we haven't put it out yet. This is exactly what mine looks like. The top of it, wire meshing. This part here, the part with the teeth, this goes up against the tree. You stand and or sit here. Usually you sit and put your feet here. Now this goes down along the tree. You got 3 sections of 5. So that's 5-foot section here, 5-foot section here, 5-foot section here. Now this is a homemade job. I've painted this myself. We bought the stand at the store, but I painted it myself. This is my dad's stand. My stand's in the woods, but down here we've got little rubber caps on the end. Helps you dig into the mud and keeps the mud out of the pipes because these pipes are hollow.
How much did you say that weighs?
It weighs 8 pounds.
8 pounds. That's not bad carrying through the woods either.
No.
Going to set it up, and this is a permanent stand. Once you put it up, you leave it up, but you can move it if you want. But they are a really good stand. That's what I killed my deer out of this morning, a stand exactly like that. we're gonna put it up in a tree, and I'm gonna get up there and I'll show you guys some techniques from shooting and just tell you a little bit about being up in the stand. We're getting ready to put the stand up. It usually takes about 2 people. I mean, you know, it's only 8 pounds. It's not that heavy. It's just the awkwardness of it. You're dealing with something that's almost 18 feet tall and you're trying to put it up against a tree. So we're just gonna put it up now.
Top. Now, as we've shown you before, we just set this ladder stand up. Usually we set it up in the woods, but we're just kind of showing you today. It's on the ground and it's angled up toward the tree. Now here's the spot where you sit. Now we've just got it tied on today, but usually you ratchet it on there. Now the little lower one, that's where you put your feet. Then you sit there, and usually I stand on mine. And here comes Chance back up the ladder with his bow. Now usually you'll have a string tied on the top and pull it up for safety, but today we're just climbing up there. Now if he falls, I'm gonna laugh, and then it's gonna get serious because we're gonna have to call an ambulance. But he's gonna show you some stuff up in the tree.
I'm gonna show you how to fall out of the tree. How I set in my stand is, my ladder stand is the exact same as JJ's. You can stand up here or up here, but I prefer to sit down. What I do is I just sit here with my back up against the tree, keep my release in my pocket, and just sit here like this, watching out for deer. Whenever I see one, usually my quiver is over here, I took it off. My quiver's over here, I take an arrow off, flip it on here, slide it out here. And you have to do this when the deer is not watching you, like when he's got his head turned away or he's down eating or whatever. And I get my release out of my pocket, put it on here, pull back, and whatever I'm shooting at, now you can aim at it. The deer I shot this morning, I was just sitting here like this, had my release in my pocket, just sitting there, and I heard a big crash behind me, and the guy that I get to hunt on his land, he lets his grandson hunt there too, and I thought maybe he had fell out of the tree stand or something. So I turned around looking to see that guy, and a doe had came out. She was across the fence about 20 yards away. The fence is there to keep the cattle in, so don't think I was hunting on somebody else's property. Anyway, the doe was walking along.
He's lying.
She went down. She went down behind the hill. I clipped an arrow on. And then I got my release out of my pocket, but I was so nervous, I put the release on backwards. So I had to fix that. She came out into a little clearing. I pulled back, whistled at her, and that dead stopped her in her tracks. I shot, it entered her right here, and came out on the other side right through her heart. When I field dressed her, I cut her open and I found chunks of her heart everywhere, so it was a nice clean shot. Another thing, a little tip you can have for deer hunting is whenever a deer is like trotting or just walking along, if you whistle at them or if you say, hey, just say something, they're gonna stop. But when it's the rut, that's when the deer's mating season is. It's like, the rut is like October 31st through January 15th in some places. You can like sing a song to a deer walking by and they don't even care because they're so horny. Doesn't even matter. If a big buck walks by and it's a 10-pointer and it's not the rut, you go, hey, and he's gonna stop dead in his tracks until he finds out who you are or what you are. But if it's the rut and that deer's walking along, you can be like, hey, 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 keep yelling. Last year I was hunting and I was sitting in a little ground chair that I had, a little camouflage chair, and I had dozed off for a minute, and I woke up and I heard something, and I looked to the left of me. There was like an 8 or a 10-point buck running along the horizon, and it was probably, I don't know, 20, 25 yards away, and I had my 20 gauge, so that was easily in range. Well, I'd always been told, you go, hey, or whistle at him, so I tried it, and it was the rut. That deer did not stop. He just continued running, and since I was mad, I shot at him anyway. So.
Now what the rut means, this is the breeding season of the deer. This will mean that no matter what, every buck will chase a doe, just because that's what their mating season is. Now I've seen 8-point bucks running across the middle of a cornfield where there's no timber at all. And I've seen them chasing a doe just in the middle of the day because they don't care. Now this is what Chance is going to look like when he's hunting out in the stand. See how he kind of blends back into the tree? Now, we're going to send my little brother in there to show you how high he is. Johnny, go stand over there by the bottom of that ladder. Now, explain to him why that's good to be that high.
When you're this high, a lot of the times, deer, I've heard the deer never look straight up at you. So, if Johnny was down there, pretend he was the deer, he's not going to look straight up at me. Even if a deer is out there and out there, why would they look up way up here for something when anything they've ever seen is down on the ground? You know, they're not going to look way up high for me. And plus, if this was an actual deer stand and I had wooded area around here, I've got cover right there, right here, and right here, and back there. It's good to hunt when the leaves are on the trees because it gives you cover, quick cover. You know, it blocks out the deer from seeing you, but that also goes to your disadvantage. If the deer can't see you, you can't see them. So, the rut usually comes in, like I said, around October 31st, the beginning of November. But that's when all the leaves are off the trees, so you're more susceptible to being seen. There goes a frickin' dove. We didn't even shoot any today, so that just kind of pissed me off. Anyway, what's that called?
Well, as soon as we shut the camera off, we're going to go get our guns and blow away anything that comes by, so.
It landed on your house.
That's okay. We need new shingles anyways.
I just seen one. I just
But,
seen a dove.
Hunting from a stand is a lot better. Like this evening, JJ, he has 4 deer stands. 2 are out in the woods. You have 5 or 4? 4. You have one other one there? One other one in the thing? He's got 4 deer stands. He's got this one that's wobbly as heck. He's got 2 out in the woods. We got 1 more. We're gonna take that deer stand and put it up at my house. Even though I killed that deer today and field dressed it and cleaned it down by my stand, the deer is still gonna come through there. JJ was telling me earlier today in shotgun season, they shot a deer, killed it, cleaned it and everything, left it there, just threw leaves over it. And it wasn't a couple hours later, another deer walked the exact same path, walked through the remains of the other deer, and they shot that too. So it's not really a big deal. So we're gonna get things ready and we're gonna go back to my house and we're gonna go bow hunt for the evening. Hopefully we'll get one. It would have been nice to have the one on tape that I got today, but oh well, you guys already got it.
Alright, well, Chance is getting out of the stand. We're going to pan around. This is my yard. But way out there, I don't know if you can see it because of the sun. This is the forest that I hunt. All the way back over there. Now, about where that tree is, the farthest tree you can see is about where my stand is. It's about a good 2 miles from here. That entire forest is where I can hunt. I don't know if you can see it because of the sun, but I tried anyways. So, it's alright, but we're going to go ahead and give it a try at Chance's house and see what we get tonight. If we don't get anything, maybe we'll just get a couple on footage or something, but we'll try. This is the first day. We're gonna go hunting right at Chance's house. Getting ready to go. Jeez.
Camera's the bucket.
Oh my gosh. Do you see those deer? Where's JJ at with his bow? He should shoot him. Oh, he's coming. He's gonna attack. Oh, this is his room.
Hey, have you seen any deer?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, none. Alright, no, seriously. We're at JJ's house still. It's only been 30 seconds since the last time we talked. So we're going to my house.
We're getting them out right now. We're at Chance's. We're standing out here in the middle of the field getting our bows put together. We're going about half an hour. We're going to put that stand up right there. We're going to put out some of these scent wafers. They smell like deer urine. I'm about ready to gag right now. So we're going to put a back lid. This is just, I got my hunting arrows right here like you've seen. They're in the foam so they don't cut my line. I just put them inside the quiver. And I'm ready to go.
We're going to be going in those woods over there. My stand is about directly that way, and JJ's going to be about directly that way. I'm going to be able to see him from my stand, and I'm going to film him. Hopefully he gets a deer tonight. So, well, we'll see you guys in a little bit. Those of you that get sick easily, don't watch this. From the kill I had earlier this morning, we got the remains. Field dressed to right here. Well, we're gonna make our way down in the woods down that way, and JJ will be over there. So, that JJ up in that stand right there. There's a major deer path right down there in the center of that deer, or the creek. Hopefully some deer will run through there. I'm gonna go to my stand and we're gonna leave him here to do some hunting.
Well, we just got done hunting. We put up my stand. I seen one good sized doe. I estimate probably about 160, 150. Chance, hopefully, he said he's seen one good sized body deer. I didn't see it. I was sitting on the other side of the hill, but it's nighttime right now and getting dark pretty quick, so we're gonna head back and we're gonna try it in the morning. It's gonna be pretty dark. We're gonna get up about 5:30. Gets light about 6. It's still pretty light right now, but in the forest it's black. That's what the forest does to it. We're gonna try it in the morning.
JJ. We didn't see any deer. Well, I didn't. I seen 3. And he's seen 3, and he was gonna shoot at one of them. But it was a button buck, and if their antlers are more than an inch long, and it's counted as a buck, so he would have had to use his buck tag. A button buck is just it looks like a doe, but it's a male. And it's got little, like, nubs on the top of its head where its antlers are. His antlers aren't fully developed yet. So, a lot of the big hunters like to save their buck tag for an actual buck, you know, like the famous 10-pointer. So, he let that one go. And right where he is, a little bit to the left of him, that's right where I shot my doe at. As you can see, I'm pretty high up in the stand. This is an 18-foot stand, and plus I'm on an incline, so it makes me about 20 plus feet up in the air. JJ was over in that way. That's where he's seen the 3 deer. There's a really solid deer path right there. There's one right there. Another one comes down off that hill right there. And there's one on that hillside going like that. We're sorry we didn't get to show you guys any deer up close, but we tried our best. I hope this video was pretty informational for you. We just thought we'd throw a little something extra in here and talk a little bit about camouflage. JJ's hiding somewhere. I want to see if you guys can spot him. I'm just going to pan around. And you tell me if you can spot him. Has anybody spotted him yet? You give up?
Alright, we're getting ready to close the hunting video. We may have a special segment on squirrel hunting right after this. We're not sure yet, but this will be down south by Calhoun County. We're down in the forest right now. This is the last day of bow hunting. For us at least. For us. For the video. We'll get one another time. Anything else to say?
It's just, yeah, we might be going down to my grandpa's house. We might be going down to my grandpa's house to
do some squirrel hunting. That's where I killed my 2 deer at last year by there, and about 3 years ago, we used to go deer hunting at this special place. We always killed big deer out of there, but we got it leased out, so we can't deer hunt there anymore, but we can sure squirrel hunt there, and there's at least 10 or 15 squirrels in each little draw like this, so I'm going to talk to my grandpa, and we might be hunting something like that, so hopefully you guys will get to see some squirrel kills. If not, I'll definitely videotape how many we killed when we come back. So, you got anything else? Nope. Well, if this is the last time we see you guys, we hope you enjoyed the video.
We have managed to get close to one of the many elusive zebras. Watch as the powerful teeth rip the grass from the ground.
We're going to see if we can get
A closer look.
view. How close will the savage beast let us get? How close? We are so close, so close, so close.
Now again, like I said, Dawn and Mel watch as their predators approach the herd. Now over there, that's a Chrysler zebra.
Hey, you thirsty, JJ? Got milk?
Got hamburger?
I think one's attacking the van. Okay, bye.
Hey, look, well, seriously, like, okay, the hunt video.
We're gonna be over, guys. Alright, this is our duck blind. We originally made it for duck hunting, but now it's just kind of a refuge in the wintertime whenever it's cold and we're hungry. It's kind of just thrown together now, but we gotta put blankets on the inside as insulation and plastic on the outside to keep out the wind and elements. We'll take you guys inside. Back here is our shelf. That's where we put our stove. We've got 2 stoves, gonna have one there and one there, so we can cook food and stuff. Right out here overlooks the water with our decoys on it, so if any ducks do come in, we shoot them. There's our old grill and our old stove. I have 2 brand new stoves. So, and there's our fishy wishy. Took that off of a pinball machine from work. That's Hush Hush. There's our Area 51 Alien. That's a game I took apart from work and took the outer shell. So, guess we'll see you guys in a little bit again. Do some more hunting. We're getting ready to go to bed. We're gonna go squirrel hunting in the morning. Oh jeez. Give it back.
Watch as a savage beast tears into it.
There. Ow! Son of a gun. Bit my hand. There's JJ. There's my grandpa, the savage hunter himself. This is his house. Oh, we're done. Quick tour. We're watching 3489. give a little tour up. We don't really know what happened here. He came home one day and somebody ripped half of his wall off and knocked the wall down. There used to be a wall there. We have no idea what happened. Still a mystery. There's a coffee pot. A coffee pot. Ooh, interesting. There's the flowers. Oh. Oh God. Here, film me playing with him. It's recording right now.
Alright. This is Chance daring to get bit. There he goes. He's gonna get bit here in a minute. I'm gonna laugh until I cry.
Let go. Let go.
You gotta twist his ears and let him
Let go. Like that? He didn't like that. Let go. Let go. Oh, he doesn't like it. Does that hurt?
Yes.
Does that hurt all dogs?
This is Primetime Live.
Let go.
Okay, now. Ready?
Oh, right on my head.
Yes.
Oh man, that's a good idea. Let go.
We're getting ready
Let go.
for the face bite. There it goes. Oh, he's all over him. He's got it. He's going for the tackle. He's on it. Right on the face. Here it comes. He's gonna bite his face off. Do it. Do it. Yes.
Oh man.
This dog's not playing. It's seriously trained to attack you.
Give it back.
We're gonna zoom in on the facial expressions. Fight him. Do it. Yes.
I'm done.
The
Doing
winner.
good for being hurt.
Okay, we'll be back.
Tell him we're going squirrel hunting tomorrow. Jay forgot to grab the video camera this morning, so we couldn't get any squirrels on footage, but we did kill one, and it's outside. There's all the duck hunting decoys, and here's some more. They have over 1,000 of them. There's Mr. Squirrel.
It's about 1 in the afternoon. I'm extremely bored, so we're gonna go wake Chance up. Dun, dun, dun. Going over here. Can't believe this kid's sleeping. Chance.
Get off
Okay, we're gonna shut it off now. Just wanted to see that.